Today's torch is the new Wurkkos FC12. This is the hot new jacket pocketable thrower from Workos. This is the first Workos light that I've actually reviewed. They sent me one earlier this week, and it only took a few days on Amazon to get here. This is actually the first time I'm looking in there. I haven't pulled anything out. First of all, unscrew the tail cap to remove the little, they're talking about this little button here. And it has the charging cord, and it is a Type-C charger that has a USB connector. And then there's this little piece of foam. And that's the little battery divot. I don't know where they get those. How do they make those? It's like just a thick piece of paper. And then there is the O-rings, and looks like a just a lanyard. And then the instruction manual. So what do we have here? You can pause this if you like, if you just want to get a look at the specs. You have mode group 1 and mode group 2. This is a tactical light, which is an amazing light. And it is a 2000 lumen turbo light, and which features really good range, as you're going to see. It does get hot. I actually just took it out, and we're gonna take it back out, but it's actually so hot right now I can just now handle it again, because it gets hot very fast, and it gets hot all on the tip here. You can hold it back here, but here's my remote control for size comparison. It is a little bit longer, but still easily a jacket pocketable light, and it's featuring the SFT-40 emitter in cool white. Let's get it right in there. There we go. Very impressive output. I'm loving it. It is very pretty, and unlike what you may have heard from others, some people have criticized the SFT-40 for leaving a greenish afterglow. It does not do that at all with this. It is actually one of the most beautiful beams. It's more beautiful than the Phoenix beams. It's more beautiful than most other competitors. I'm so surprised. Because despite the emitter choice, it is a beautiful torch. It's got this double functional clip. It's got the clip that can go that way, or you can put it on the bill of a hat that way. And here's something that, this is serious business. This is a serious water port right here, because it takes a while. I just charged the light. I got it today at about 4 p.m. when I got home from work, and I plugged it in because the battery was on 25%. It was red, the little battery indicator. So I can hardly get it back in there. That's serious water protection there. This thing is, I'm loving the feel of this, because it's telling me that if I get it wet or drop it in a puddle, it's not going to very easily run into trouble with getting wet, and I have to let it dry out. I can't even get it back on there. Not without mashing it a whole lot. Oh well. Better more than less protection. So if we glance up here at my TV, you can kind of see this in action. And when you do see it in action, you get the green, very bright battery indicator, which comes on for the first few moments. All right, what are we wasting time for? Let's take this out. All right, we are outside. We are ready to have a little fun. 2000 lumens thrown way out there in a nice beam with no ugly artifacts or fugly ugliness in the beam. It's actually really good. Now, because of the brightness combined with the size, this is going to get hot. And when I say hot, I did a test earlier, and it got so hot. It smelled hot. Like, it actually smelled hot, to where I wanted to go and get an ice cube from the fridge and just let it cool off. It's already hot again right here. That's the payoff. When you get a small light, you're going to want to use it in the lower modes most of the time, because otherwise it's going to scorch you. And this, this is something else. I'm gonna walk around over here again, because I want you to see it on its glory mode. Very pretty, cool white. Very pretty. It just looks white to me. I don't see any unattractive colors. But it is also the type of beam that is useful for up close work. So it's not a dedicated thrower, but it is made to throw. There's no question that that's the intent of the design here. 2,000 lumens that is made to go pretty far, but it's not so far like a dedicated thrower would. You're gonna lose focus on the further out you get. And I'm gonna try to turn it down here. Oh wait, I have to hold it. Oh, I just brightened it up again. How do I turn it down? Let's see. I gotta go the other way. I'm trying to turn it down. Okay, I've turned it down here. Maybe this will help with the heat. And as you can see, even when it's adjusted, it doesn't, it leaves no discolorations in the beam. I stopped to shoot some shit with the neighbor. This is what I also turned the light down a little more. This is what you see. What you see is what you get. What you're looking at right here with this light, with the FC12, is what you get. The same beam pattern. It's exactly like you're viewing it here. So there's no, let me go down, lessen it a little bit more. Now we're going back up. We got to go back down. I haven't experimented with any of the programmable features, mode group 1, mode group 2, so I'm really not going to speak to that. I just wanted to show off this light. If you use the lower modes, it's very beautiful, because here we are using it constructively like a normal sane person would use it. And you can see it still throws, but it does so in a reasonable manner. You could use this all day and not deal with heat. My new trash can here, because the other one got smashed. Very soft light. I am really impressed with this little torch. And if you want a light that you can actually work with, and you know, this is a ramping feature here that is really good. This ramping feature is really good. And it doesn't smell hot anymore. When you got this thing cranked up, this thing is seriously hot. So I'm gonna get it down. I think that's as low as it goes. Let's see. No, it goes lower. Let's see. Okay, so that's as low as it goes right there. And even that still projects a good beam. You can still just vaguely, barely see it on the tree, just like I can. So if you do this, this will run a long time. You have USB charging to keep it functional, to keep it not far from a power source. You can just plug it into your laptop at work or your computer if you want to, and without, you know, having to use. But all of us now have all these chargers laying around. I don't think any of us don't have a whole bunch of old Android and micro USB chargers. See, you can still see it faintly making the trees over there. And if we go over here, still on the lowest. There we go. Still looks pretty bright. It doesn't. Let's see. Okay. So now, before I quit, let's put it next to the Phoenix PD32. Now this is I'm using a flashlight to light up a flashlight. This is another one of my favorites, the PD32 by Phoenix, and it has similar specs. So just shy of 400 meters. Now this is on high. It is also 1200 lumens, so it has less lumens than this. So the Wurkkos actually pound for pound outthrows it, because it's brighter. It's putting out a higher output. So let's go here. Let's light this son of a gun back up. Take it back up to where the big boys play. Okay. And then here is the Phoenix. So if we go out there, you can see that there's a wider spot, but this one is going to have a more narrow spot, but it's actually brighter. Okay, so it's up there at the top range. I double-clicked the side switch, which I thought they both illuminate very well. I think the Phoenix might have a long-range advantage. Start him again. There we go. Both have tactical, momentary. There we go. So there are differences in the beams, and you can like each one. But I like the sweeping longer range hotspot of the PM1 in the PD32. Still though, this is a great torch. It's more narrow and more useful in certain situations. I think it's still too hot. This thing is smoking my hands. So there they both are, just to give you an idea. Ultimately, the PM1 Phoenix does beat it, but there we go. We're gonna step it back up on high. Okay, that was the problem. Okay, there we go. So there they both are, playing on top again. Let's go back to the wall. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to turn off the Wurkkos. It's really hot here. The PD32 Phoenix is also getting kind of hot. So, okay. Well, this kind of ended up being a competition. When I get the FST version of the PD32 from Phoenix, which is already on its way from the delightful folks at Phoenix, I'm going to review it, and I'll do a little more playing around here with the Workos. Ladies, look at those dumb cats. It's okay. You can stay there. Stupid. Stupid. God, they're both dumb. Let's see. You can see those trees. They're sure ready for you to feed them, but you want to go pet them. They're done. All right. Yes, you have a hand warmer here. Very effective hand warmer. Bonus. I'm gonna have to actually sit down and do a video on the follow the instruction manual and start doing the modes. But I have it right now to where it's using the tactical momentary on. It comes on in the last ramping mode that you set it to, which is great because it's a great tactical light. Really, really good. Really impressed. Okay, that didn't make any difference. I'm just trying to use another. That cat's back up there. So good mid-range throw that will actually serve as something to write home about. This is a very good torch, and it's got an emitter that has a nice, pleasing tint to the eyes. And yet, if you want to, the price is so reasonable that if you want to use it as a rough light, rough and tumble light, it can be a tactical light, a main tactical light because of the quality and the overall functionality of it. But you can also use it as backup light if you wanted to. I think we're fighting a little bit of, it's trying to keep us under control here. It's trying to keep the temperature down, which is, it's making a valiant effort. I think it's just struggling a bit because it's so, it's trying to get so hot at 2,000 lumens. And I have no problem believing that 2,000 lumen claim here. Okay, folks, here it is in ramping mode. If you want to turn it to stepped modes where it has a high, medium, and low, you do 4 fast clicks. And it's going to blink, and that lets you know that it's in stepped modes. And there it is on a very nice, really low mode. You can see it's still a nice tint. Then you have high, or medium, low, high, and then you're in those modes. So if you want to turn it on and switch it to a low mode, you have tactical mode. Now we are in business. Workos, somebody gets it. That's how mode memory is supposed to be. Bless you, my son. This is an excellent torch, and I highly, highly recommend it to you. Very nicely done. All right, I'm rambling. All right, my friends. In conclusion, you see it here, with the SP11, Sofern SP11V2, of course, the Phoenix PD32, which we just looked at, and one of my trusty and old favorite XHP50 flutters, the Army Tech Predator Pro. So this is a great light. I am going to give it a rusty recommend, and I would definitely want you to reach out on it because it's a super good torch, and I can't imagine being a flashaholic, a survivalist, a prepper, or anyone with who's looking to take care of their troop not having one of these in their toolkit. Look at that. It even looks like it even tail stands too. So let's see. Well, okay, it's not quite tail standing, but it's almost tail standing. Okay, well, nonetheless, my recommendation hasn't changed. You guys have a super night, and pick you up one of these on the way out.